Hey, sports bettors, thanks for stopping by. My name is Boyd. I'm an instructor with OddsJam. I teach beginner and struggling sports bettors how to use the data driven analytics, how to use all the market insights to find positive expected value bets and profit mathematically over and over again. It's proven. It's not difficult, but it cannot be easy if you don't know what you're doing. So, I've had a request from a lot of my clients to say, hey, Boyd, just kind of walk us through what you do on a daily basis in the morning. And I think it's something I'm going to try to do in the mornings to try to, give a little information on how to hunt, how to look for these sports bets, how to use the tools, and just really help you as a sports bettor make money over and over again in the markets. Now, real quick, before we get into today's video, I want to remind you, I've got clients in Bulgaria, Canada, all across the United States, and it's just something that if you're interested in getting the one-on-one consultation, happy to help. That's what we're here for. If you want to set up a free time to, chat about your situation, your scenario, wherever you're located, let's do it. I got the link down below. Set that up. Happy to do it. And again, we also have some value in the sports betting quiz. This thing's pretty cool. It's a quiz you can take about 20, 25 questions, takes maybe 2 minutes, and it's going to immediately send you your results so you can see where you score, where you rank in your potential and your possibilities of being a profitable sports bettor. Kind of test your knowledge of where you're at, and it really helps you hit the ground running so you can expedite your education. So take those quizzes, take that right away, and let's set up a time to get together to talk about your situation. All right, so what I'm going to do is kind of walk you through what I would do on a daily basis. It's sort of an everyday thing where I'm in the morning, starting off usually around 7 o'clock in the morning. I'm in Denver, so it's a mountain time. And I like to get in the early bets, find the early value in these markets because I think there's a lot of opportunity there. I also think towards the end of the day, there's lots and lots of opportunity, probably even more opportunity an hour or two before the games start in the evening. So I do that first because I want to get a lot of good closing line value early. And if the market and the bets happen to not go that direction at the end of the day, towards the kickoff or tip off or puck drops, whatever the case, I can hedge those bets or offset them and take a stop loss and basically, have only good positions that I'm taking at all times. That's kind of a strategy that I would incorporate or use and help you with, whatever you're doing, wherever you're located, to set up time, set up specific goals, and help you with the roadmap. All right, so here we go. This is the first stop as I delve into the OddsJam tools. Of course, on the left-hand side, you can see the positive EV page here. And this is my very first stop that I take a look at. And what I'm looking for here, guys, is the highest positive EV edge, the highest percentage edge. See a nice play here at 5.5%. I'm actually up close to this Fort Collins game. Colorado State love the Rams. Hope they get a big win tonight. But we can see an opportunity here over at SportTrade. Now, SportTrade is a betting exchange here in Colorado. They're in Iowa, Arizona, New Jersey, and Virginia. I have the links below if you want to get signed up. They are outstanding and amazing. I do think there's some good pricing opportunities many times with them. So what I'll do here is, again, focus on the positive EV edge here, the highlighted bet, which is certainly going to be the over 47 in this particular situation, and then showing some probabilities and showing some numbers here. I've got this set up in the settings with Circa. Now, Circa is one of the odds making books that I trust. I certainly Pinnacle's up there as well, Bet Online and Bookmaker. But you can see a recommended bet size. Have this set up on $1,000 budget, because again, we have a lot of folks in the beginning stages and want to set that up on a realistic budget. So the Kelly criterion is set up accordingly. It's just a recommended size. One of the nice things about sports betting is we don't have to take a wager, right? We don't have to take a bet. And right now, I see the latest update. It was about 15 minutes ago. It's currently about 9:30 a.m. Mountain Time, and nice market width here of 20 on a mainline bet. This is something I really like to see, as it stands to be nice and low. So we can also open this up and show you the other prices and the other directions that maybe Pinnacle's going with. Pinnacle minus 137, plus 117, things like that. So we have a lot of good value at that particular price point. On the over, it's back up to 120. Now, in this case, sometimes what I might want to do is I'm going to show you a trick here, is you can open up the pricing and see which direction it's going. So this is that pricing direction I was mentioning. You can see here that Pinnacle's actually started about a minus 101, and now they're down to about a minus 137. So that's 36 cents. That's a big jump. And in many cases, what I'll do is I'll actually go with more of the Pinnacles, the Caesars, the mainline books, because I think the market with sports trade here in Colorado is going to be so much smaller and so much different. So this is one that I probably would pass on, believe it or not. I probably would let that go, or I'd probably play the under on the other side at someplace else. But you can see the other total points here. They got a lot of sport trade activity, so I feel like a lot of these sport trade bets might actually be ones they don't have a lot of volume yet, so we can actually use the information on the other side. So the tools are going to help you actually expose this and open this up to see, the other books and their pricing. You can see here this minus 117 is really, really good. Let's see what Pinnacle's doing on this mainline bet. Again, this is a college football bet, and trusting them as their pricing is changing significantly at plus 106 all the way down to minus 105, and eventually kind of settling in here at the minus 117. But they've had a bump this 128. So this is what I do. I'm looking at pricing, I'm looking at direction, and looking at seeing who has the volume, who has the reasons why prices might change. So I go through this entire positive EV page here early to pick off what I want to do. And again, you can put this in your settings. You can actually include this in your settings to include the different books that you want, the ones that you don't want, and you can put in the different parameters relative to market width. You can set this up on the percentage edge, things like that. I also will jump into the low hold page. Low holds are going to be another interesting one that you can use a lot of information from as far as the discrepancy in prices. In the low hold part, basically what you see here is you have minus 105, plus 105, so it's a 0% edge. And you say, well, why would that be important? Why would I want to do that? Well, in this particular case, in player prop bet, this is a player prop bet for Josh Hart in over 9.5 rebounds, and I do trust in this case more of a FanDuel and a bet online. So what I'll do is I'll see if I can pick off any pricing that here, again, FanDuel minus 122, bet online, they're on the other side of that. So what I like to do is see if these guys are matched up in the pricing with these guys on these player prop bets, not necessarily trusting Pinnacle as much in this particular situation. Novig, another betting exchange, I'm going to leave the links there. They're in 42 states, amazing company. Jacob and the folks there, all those guys at Novig are outstanding, really, really smart traders. I trust their pricing. So this is one that I may include, and if I were going to play this, I go ahead and hit this plus 105 at Bet365 on the under 9.5 rebounds. So that's how I would identify and assess the value in this particular situation. I certainly wouldn't go on the other side in this case just because of the way the pricing looks. But let's scroll on down and find some more. As you scroll down, you can see some higher edge and higher percentages. And there's a lot here. There's a lot to go through. So the benefit, or what you need to do, is understand, what you're shopping for, what you're trying to find, what you're avoiding. I'll give you an example. I typically don't want to go say a FanDuel versus a bet online in a player prop type situation. I don't want to have Circa versus Pinnacle in a mainline or an alternative market situation. So I'm really looking at what book, whether it's sort of these knuckleheads here with MGM and 365 going up against a book that I would trust, trying to find those weak links or those outlier prices and those opportunities. So, again, here's another one, total points. Trust Sport Trade more than I trust Bet365, but this is what I'm doing. I'm trying to identify, here's an example of what I don't want to get involved with. I've got FanDuel and BetOnline, two smart books on a player prop situation. I do not want to get involved in this and do a coin flip and guess which one's which. Another one here is this alternative market first half total points. I don't want to get involved in Circa versus Pinnacle. I'm gonna let that one go. What I do like to see though is, again, the weaker books going up against the ones I trust, and I'll pick off the outlier pricing. So there you go. There is a ton of information and a ton of options and choices you can see through all the OddsJam tools, positive EV page, low hold page, and then there's even more through the odds screen, things like that. So again, this is kind of why I try to help people on a one-on-one basis, is to understand their strategy, kind of how to hunt, what they're looking for, and do it very, very quickly. So this video is more, in a sense, to show you the volume and the vastness of all the tools at OddsJam. And again, using that data, using the mathematical edges and pricing with all the different sports books to help you place those bets efficiently, quickly, and get on them before the prices change. So to give you one or two a day is kind of silly because there's so many choices and so much out there. And certainly with the law of large numbers, you're better off to get as many as you can at those pricing edges and make money, rinse, repeats. That's how you do it. That's kind of the secret sauce to it. All right, guys, that's kind of a 30,000 foot view in a really quick couple minutes, just to show you the vast volume of all the tools and all the information you have to kind of go through and understand how to hunt and how to use these. But you can do it very, very quickly. You spend half hour, 45 minutes in the morning, maybe a little bit more time in the evening, and pick off a lot of these to make a lot of money with the markets. You're betting the markets, not the teams or the individuals. And you're using the math, you're using the numbers to find outlier pricing and positive EV bets to make that work. And that's what it's all about. That's really how you do it. Understanding how the concepts work is what I do to help individuals and beginners put their own roadmap together. So if you have a time you want to get set up, please do that down below. Let me know. We'll get that set up. And make sure you join the channel. Share this with some friends and other buddies that might want to know how to get this done as far as mathematical profits in the sports betting. It's kind of a big deal. It's kind of a lot more fun when you make money and rinse, repeat. So appreciate you stopping by. Let's go make some mathematical money.